Lebanon's Hezbollah group has said that it launched explosive-laden drones at military targets in Tel Aviv, in which the Israeli rescuers said 5 people were injured. Now, the Hezbollah, in a statement, said it carried out an air offensive with a squadron of attack drones against sensitive military points in the city of Tel Aviv. According to medics, Tel Aviv's suburbs of Bnei Brak and Ramat Gan area were hit in the missile attack on central Israel. They said the victims were all hit by shrapnel. However, the IDF said one surface-to-surface missile fired from Lebanon was intercepted by air defenses, and the fragments from the interception impacted the 2 Tel Aviv suburbs, causing a fire and extensive damage to surrounding buildings and vehicles. Now, the IDF said that both the injuries and damage were caused by fragments of an intercepted missile. However, Israeli police later contradicted the military's claimed interception. Tel Aviv's police chief, Haim Sargerov, confirmed that the incident involved a direct hit from a heavy rocket, not an intercepted missile, as the military had claimed.
As you can see behind me, a short while ago, projectile impact landed right here in the city of Bnei Brak, a residential area with lots of civilians around us. We're talking about multiple impact sites. Right now, as we know, there are 4 injured in various conditions, according to medical sources.
In Israel's northern town of Shraram, a 41-year-old woman identified as Safa Awad was killed and dozens of others wounded by a rocket that hit a 3-storied building. Medics said that the woman was trapped inside the building and recovered by rescue services, but declared dead shortly after. According to the IDF, the Hezbollah fired around 100 projectiles into northern Israel, with some intercepted by air defenses, while others fell in open areas. Some of the rockets impacted in towns, causing damage to a building in the border city of Kiryat Shimona. Meanwhile, Benjamin Netanyahu has said that Israel will continue to operate against Iran-backed Hezbollah even if a ceasefire deal is reached upon. The Israeli Prime Minister told the parliament that there was no evidence that the Hezbollah would respect any truce. So, to keep the armed group from rebuilding, the Israeli army will be forced to ensure security in the north and systematically carry out operations against the Hezbollah.
But the most important thing is not the paper of the settlement with Hezbollah, even if such a paper exists. With all due respect, the paper itself is not enough. We will be forced to ensure our security in the north and to carry out operations against Hezbollah's attacks even after a ceasefire, which no one is saying that it's going to last. It's not just about retaliation, whether preventive or in response to an attack. It's also about the ability to prevent Hezbollah from strengthening.
Furthermore, Israel launched a new bombing raid on central Beirut on Monday, killing 5 people. Lebanon's health ministry said 31 people were wounded in the attack in densely populated residential area of Zukak al-Blat, which is close to the UN headquarters, Parliament and the Prime Minister's office and several embassies. Now, the target of the airstrike remained unclear, and the Israeli army did not issue a prior warning. Now, the strike came following reports that the U.S. envoy had delayed his visit for ceasefire talks. Reports said U.S. Special Envoy Amos Hochstein was expected in the region this week. According to a Lebanese official, Lebanon's government has largely endorsed a U.S. truce proposal to end the Israel-Hezbollah war and was preparing final comments before sending a response to Washington. Lebanese authorities say that more than 3,510 people have been killed since the October last year, and with most casualties recorded since September. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.